situation is not very good. It is very difficult to know how the vote would go.
What do we do?
The only way forward for us is to enlist the support of the opposition chief, Honorable Baso. If he sides with us, councillors and aldermen allied to him will follow suit. With him in the bag, we will only need to persuade or buy a few more members in order to meet the 2/3 majority required to remove the mayor from office.
You indicated that you were in talks with Honorable Baso. Did he agree to work with us?
Yes, I spoke to him. He was very eager to work with us. As I told you, it was him who approached me with the idea of impeaching Mayor Mossi. At that time, he didn't know we had already made the TED decision. He had promised to be here by this time. He should be coming in any time.
So, how does he want us to work together?
It will be a coalition of Indos and all chamber members of mixed ethnicities. He will mobilize Seymour, councillors and aldermen allied to him to vote for you as mayor. As a member of the so-called Dougla, our hope is that chamber members of Indo and Afro descent will Seymour readily accept you as a compromise candidate.
Did he spell out any conditions for the alliance?
Yes, that once you become mayor, you will immediately appoint him deputy mayor.
Come on, guys, that's a breakthrough. Let's go to the bar for a beer to celebrate. I have a terrible hangover to cure. I need a cold carob or two.
Just then, the knob of the door clicks, the door opens, and the political opposition chief, Honorable Baso, enters. As usual, he is smartly dressed in a Sherwani suit. The quartet shakes hands.
We were waiting for you. I have briefed them about our discussions. We are all in agreement about working together. Your appointment as deputy mayor is guaranteed. The next step, now that you are here, is to agree on the grounds for the vote of no confidence.
I think that doesn't matter at this stage.
Really?
Of course. What we need at this point is to alienate Mayor Mossi from the people. You see, if people have sympathy for him, we will not succeed. So, the next step is to set the people against him.
That makes good sense.
How do you propose to do this?
We will get a few speakers, the most articulate, to incite the people.
So what issues do we address in order to incite the people?
The need for equitable development in Maracas. Mayor Mossi is not development-minded. We will talk about building roads. He has not built even a spore, in fact.
Gentlemen, development issues will neither incite nor excite the people. You need to excite people's emotions if you are to incite them. Tell them things that will annoy them, or issues that will make them afraid, and they will follow you. Obediently, like Little P, give them an enemy to hate and blame for their problems, and they will be on your side.
How do you do that?
Simple. We will just say the reason why we want him out is because he has earmarked all the money allocated to the municipality to the development of the wards occupied by members of his ethnic group. Perhaps Hans Seymour, you can note down the points?
Do I look like an errand boy to you? Have forgotten I will soon be your boss?
Well, I can do the recording. So what did you say? Note down.
All municipal funds are being committed to developing the wards occupied by members of Mossi's ethnic group.
But that is not true.
Of course it isn't. Politics is not about the truth, gentlemen. I am teaching you politics now. We have to evoke the emotions of the people.
So how do I record that?
Yes, call it marginalization of other communities.
This is not good politics.
That's not even enough yet. You all know very well that some parts of our municipality are allied to Mossi because of some projects he did there. We have to hive off part of this support if we are to effectively isolate him.
How do we do it?
The people in these areas are mostly of Oriental descent. So, we can create and widely circulate the story that the people of these parts are descended from the same ancestor with our people, the Indos. Just a story like in the beginning, there was an enormous egg with a diameter of like 5 kilometers. When the egg broke mysteriously, Shang Ramas the Great emerged very thirsty.
That's an exciting fairy tale that no one can buy.
Don't worry, yes, so when Shang Ramas went to fetch water, remember he was very handsome. He found 2 girls drawing water at the river. He married them promptly and settled them each on one side of the river. The girl on the eastern side of the river became the mother of the Indo people. The other girl became the mother of all other Oriental peoples.
You think people will believe that?
People are very gullible. Don't you know that?
So, what do I call that?
It is called historical revisionism. Don't worry, but it could mean exposing historical lies that have been concocted by Mayor Mossi to confuse the people about their heritage.
You're not exactly the man I thought you were.
We have to be very creative, my friend. Power doesn't come by easily. In fact, we have to further divide Mayor Mossi's ethnic group from other my friend races by emphasizing their differences. We will say that the people of Mossi's community have a peculiar smell, while other people don't smell. Unlike other people, they also tend to believe in obia.
So what do I write?
Celebrating people's cultural identity.
Okay.
I think those points are adequate. We don't need to belabor these matters. We need to get back to life. We should have some drinks, and remember today is Calypso Night at Vibrations. I need to be in places.
Grow up, Ted. This is not time for celebrations.
We live only once, don't we?
Okay, so how shall we approach this?
We will convene a huge political rally. The points I have given out will be among the core messages we will convey to the people at the rally. I suggest that Honorable Ted apportions the topics to councilors and aldermen who are on our side and who are good orators. Please alert them in good time so they can prepare adequately. They have to make passionate, emotional appeals.
Very well, I will handle it.
I think that is settled. So when do we hold the rally?
I suggest next week on Friday so that it coincides with the carnival festivities. Several single-pan bands are scheduled to perform at the Adibold Stadium on that Friday. We expect there will be hundreds of people clad in colorful costumes and dancing to the exciting sounds of steel pan, soca, and calypso music.
Oh yes, I agree. The carnival is not called the greatest street party in the world for nothing. There can never be a better setting for exciting crowds than the carnival. In fact, we can arrange with the artists to compose anti-Mossi slogans and have them performed in ballad-style rhythm.
Unfortunately, we may need to hold the rally much earlier. I got information that Mayor Mossi is consulting his lawyers on the possibility of our arrest and prosecution.
What?
That man is now crossing the red line. No one can dare arrest or prosecute me. They won't know what has hit them.
Let's then have the rally on Wednesday. We surely need time to mobilize the people.
I agree.
I also agree, Wednesday is fine.
I will immediately activate my media networks to have the rally popularized. Our alliance will be unbeatable. I can assure you this brings the chapter of the so-called Macedonia to an end.
Don't write the man off yet. Don't you know smoke issues from his nostrils, ears, and mouth when he declares war?
That's a very fat lie. The truth is that most of the smoke comes from somewhere else in his back when he hears tales of me during political campaigns. I am sure there will be impenetrable smoke all around him when he gets word that I had a meeting with you.
I believe we can leave it at that. Let's now focus on mobilizing the people. They will now have the best mayor ever.
You are really a master of deceit.